my better monitor tonight. I'm up in front of the wood stove, but I can see your guys' comments better. I got a new cart yesterday. I'm going to start doing these lives in front of the wood stove since it's wintertime, of course. But until I get that cart set up, I'll do lives in here for now so I can see the comments on the TV. There they are, connecting to live. Successful connection. We're halfway there, guys. Let me see. Just about connected, it looks like. There we go, Chris Killinger. Hello there, good buddy. Let's get this camera straight. Bear with me here. The most unprepared live on YouTube is happening right in front of you right now. That's straight enough, I guess. We'll call it good. All right, so William, Wayne, Mike, the Gaming Ham, Bill Rotundo, Nate Bissell is with us. Hello, Nate. How's it going up there? I'm still eating your syrup. Very good stuff right there. Very good stuff. We got Tom, James in Fayetteville, Georgia. All kinds of people. Got Fonda. Hello, Fonda. How you doing there? I recognize you from the videos. You always comment. I appreciate that. I don't always reply to the comments in the videos, but I try to read most of them when I have time. I just don't have time to sit there and reply to them. It's good on anything but the floor. You're exactly right about that. First super chat, as always, from Mark. Happy holidays, and happy holidays to you as well there, Mark. It will be Christmas. I think Christmas is next Monday. It snuck up on us, guys. I tell you, it's really just snuck up on us this year. Wayne from SoCal. I think Tim Fuller was in there somewhere. Flores down in Nashville. All kinds of people on here. My goodness. Got Joe in West Virginia. Oliver in West Virginia. A lot of people. Have you heard of Logger Wade? Yes. I met him at the Paul Bunyan show 3 years ago. I think 3 years ago, something like that. But it's been a while. He don't do as many videos, I don't think, as he used to. But I used to watch some of his stuff. I watched him when he was on Axemen there that one season. He's a busy guy. He does a lot more than I do down here. All right. So Jimmy, Doug, Al, Turkey Hollow Timber, Beams, and Woodworks sitting in my side-by-side watching the slabs burn. I burnt mine. What is today? Sunday. I burnt mine on Friday, and they burned for... They're still burning, actually. There's probably still smoke coming up. Steve Milan. Where in the world, Steve, have you been? My goodness. I've not heard from Steve or seen him comment in a long time. Good old Steve there. I'm actually going through Knoxville tomorrow, Steve. I got to go down to... I'm not going through Tazewell, though. I'm going a different way down through Knoxville. I'm going straight down 81. Good to see you there, Steve. Got Jim Rogers with us today. Had Chuck up here the other day, Jim. He said he attended your timber framing class. Chuck, I can't remember his last name. That's a shame. I cannot remember his last name for nothing. But he's got a YouTube channel, a farming channel. I can't remember. Man, I wish I could remember stuff. Got Keith in Arkansas, Bob in Canada, Andy. Heavy rain and thunderstorms. We were supposed to get an inch of rain today from these storms. And luckily, it missed us. We had a little bit of a sprinkle today, and that was it. I talked to Jake Dean today down in Georgia, and he got 2 inches. But luckily, it missed us. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Who has a timber framing class? Jim Rogers in the comment section. He teaches right there over in North Carolina. Let's look over me there. My nose is running. I've been out here doing stuff all day. I just got through hooking up my trailer. Let me see. Mechanic Mike is with us. Neil Sutherland in Johnson City. It's not too far from here. I was in Johnson City yesterday, actually. Yesterday morning. Got Jim with us. How many people's on here? We've got 200 and some people, it looks like. Not too bad. All right, the second super chat of the night for Mr. Joseph Godwin, longtime supporter of the channel, and probably the king of super chats on my videos. But Joe's living out in Seattle now. I missed your call the other day, Joe. I've been meaning to call you back. It's just been crazy over here with the new property. So much going on this week. So much going on. Woodworking projects in the future, maybe. Mr. Bond is with us. He's also the king of the super chats. I tell you what, he's right up there with Joe Godwin. I'm missing comments here, guys. So Mr. Bond, this should cover Bagwell's late. Mr. Bagwell was out yet last week. You're right about that, but tell Rita hello for me, Jeff. Hopefully Rita's watching tonight. Hopefully she's feeling okay. So thanks for the super chats, guys. We're up to 45. We're halfway to the goal. Halfway. Spud Run Golf. Hello there, Jeremy. Got a crowd watching from the mill shop for Rhonda's birthday party. My good buddy Jeremy, Cairn Creek. I owe that guy some concrete work. I tell you what, he came down here a few years ago and did a concrete pour for me and didn't charge me a dime. Paid for his own hotel room. I did pay for the concrete and the mini excavator and the gravel. He did all the labor for free. Poured it by himself. It's kind of a funny story. He was down here from Ohio, and he had a very hard time understanding the concrete truck driver's language. I remember him looking over at me and going, I don't know what he's saying. That was so funny right there. Some of us backwoods Tennessee guys in this area have a little bit of a lingo, I guess. A lot of people can't understand what we say. I get that a lot. I don't know where they get it from, but funny story. Jeremy, Cairn Creek right there, Spud Rudd Golf. I tell you what. All the heavy hitters are here tonight. I tell you what, Chris, they are now. Joe Main is with us. Hello there, Joe. That's the Joe from Georgia who supplies us with our Silvertip Turbo 7s. Okay, Mechanic Mike, are you going to fill that barn with board and batten siding? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm going to give that some thought because some of the siding boards need replacing. They need replacing. I need to come up with a game plan on that. I'm going to be putting cows in there, so for you guys out there with cattle, and I'm still doing my research on that, do I need to cover up those gaps or leave them open for the cows for ventilation? What do you farmers say about that? I'm not sure about it. I need to ask some more questions to my cattle friends out here. I'm trying to learn, though. I'm trying to learn. So that's saying something. Jeremy has a thick Ohio accent. But there's Joe again up in Seattle. He did the super chat there earlier. Joe Godwin, longtime supporter of the channel. He's been with me for a long time, I tell you. I would leave it open for airflow. Okay. Chuck's name is Lewis. You're right, Jim. Chuck Lewis. Man, I forgot. I'm terrible with remembering stuff. Cows don't care at all. Don't even need shelter. Yeah, I have read that as well, Chris. I've also read that. So I'm sure you're right about that. All right. So yeah, Daryl Bagwell. It's going to be 2 weeks in a row that Daryl Bagwell down in Georgia is not with us for some reason. I'm going to call him tomorrow. Let me see here. Is he drying tobacco or raising some steak? The second floor would be a good place for a man cave. That's actually what I'm in right now, my timber frame wood shop. It's 30 by 42. I got a TV down here. I have Wi-Fi internet, wood stove. I got a Mr. Cool unit that I'm yet to install, but that's pretty much what this whole building is. So, but that second story, I think I'm going to put hay up there. Alan Slater in Scotland. Alan, I did a little, me and my wife did that little thing last year in December where they do your DNA test. And the highest percentage I had as far as my ancestors was Scottish. I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't know how accurate that stuff is either. Ancestry.com. Who knows if it's even accurate or not? They may take your DNA and just sit there and make up a bunch of numbers. Who knows? But it said I was Scottish, or my strongest percentage was Scottish. So Alan Slater there, a longtime supporter of the channel, and he is also a big fan of Cabbage the cat. Who doesn't like Cabbage the cat? He's awesome, I tell you. I'm thinking about getting some barn cats for the other barn. I may go and rescue some kittens at the shelter and raise them down there so they stay in the barn. I think we might do that. Let me see here. All right, so Mechanic Mike talking about the cows. I need to do some research on that. I need to talk to my buddy Evan up at Country View Acres. He knows a lot about the cows, I tell you. Harry James, yes, you were. I won't spoil it. Glad to see. Yeah, there we go, Harry. I would have talked to you yesterday, Harry, but I was in a hurry. I had to get all the way back home to Keensport, and we had a Christmas party to go to, and I barely made it on time. Barely made it. Let me see here. Cabbage rots. Yeah, Cabbage is a good guy. Good guy. Outdoors with Larry and Robin coming in with the super chat. $9.99 puts us up to $54. Thank you very much, Larry and Robin. And yeah, Jim, you're right. I need to talk to Chuck about that. And looky here, guys. Looky here. He wasn't with us last week, but he's with us now. We got Daryl Bagwell down in Georgia. I'm here playing Santa Claus. Thanks, Miss Rita, for covering my late fee. A moment of silence. Mr. Bagwell is here. All right, Mr. Bagwell, there's your moment of silence. So at least he's with us here tonight. Good old Mr. Bagwell. You coming up to the farm show there, Daryl? I think it's in September, or not September. I can't talk. September. That's not even a month. My goodness. February. I think it's in February. Febtember. That's not even a word. I can't edit this stuff out because it's live. Y'all get to see my little terrible pronunciations in real time here. Consider that a treat, I guess. Farm show up in Louisville, Kentucky. Hopefully I'm going. I think it's in February or March. I can't remember. I think Mr. Bond is going. And let me see here. Pete from Just a Few Acres. I'm actually reading Pete's book right now, Bill. I found it on Amazon. It's a very good book. He's one of my favorite channels to watch. Let me see here. So a big congratulations, guys, to Mr. Bond. He placed his order for his LT40 Woodmiser just a few days ago. If I remember right, he got a 38 horsepower gas and a command control. I'm assuming it's a wide head, but I don't know if it's a Super 40 or a Standard 40. I'm open to any donations. Another super chat from Nate Bissell. That's the syrup guy, friends. I want to see if this is still connected to my wife's credit card. If it is, she'll yell from the other room. I tell you what there, Nate, let's go ahead and do one more, and I'll let you know. Oh, my goodness. Looky here. Looky here, guys. It's a Super 40 wide. Okay. Joseph Godwin. My goodness, guys. That is the biggest super chat we have ever got on this channel on a live. My goodness. $450. My gosh, Joe. You should not have done that, Joe. Joe, send me your address. My wife was asking me the other day for your new address for the Christmas cards, and I meant to mention that as well. So, looky there, guys. Man, the biggest super chat ever. $450 for Mr. Joe Godwin up in Seattle. Mr. Godwin, we're not worthy. Oh, my goodness. A big thank you to Mr. Joe. I tell you what, man, that's awesome. Maybe he meant to type 45. No. Knowing Mr. Godwin there, he knew exactly what he was typing. He's a retired engineer. He doesn't make mistakes. He knows what he's doing there. My goodness, Joe, I tell you what. Well, with Mr. Godwin's record-breaking super chat, guys, we're now up to 525. on the super chats. My goodness, Joe, I tell you what. I'll make sure, Joe, you send me your new address. My wife was wanting to send you a Christmas card out there. We had some made with Bruno and Mr. George on it. So I'm blown away with that one. I tell you what. Man alive. All right, so let me get back on course here. That little super chat kind of blew me away. So, all right, so talked about white oak logs. I have one that's down, 60 foot long, 28 inches round. You may have a lot of money there if it grades out good. It all depends on the grade on logs, guys. It all depends on the grade. Let me see here. So Pete is soothing. He makes me want to raise pigs. Yeah, I tell you, Pete is awesome. Me and Killinger talked about him all the time. How he kills it on YouTube, man. He gets a lot of views on YouTube. He knows what he's doing. He puts out great videos. Really good stuff. Does good camera work as well. Man. Pete has zero music. I know. I've tried that a few times, and people they don't get mad, but people like the music in my videos. So, yeah, I've done that a few times, but people enjoy it, so I try to put it in there. Let me see here. So, Merry Christmas from Jim. Hello, Jim. It took me a few episodes to realize it. Yeah, because you don't really pay attention because the videos move. You know, they move pretty good. Greetings from the Philippines. Mr. Frank Vaughn is with us from the Philippines. That's awesome. Another super chat, this time from Rita Bond through her son, Jeff Bond, who's got the Super 40 coming. Mom, don't let me get any ideas trying to match that 450. Mr. Bond, are you getting all the bells and whistles on that 40? Are you getting the lube miser, the AccuSet 2, and the laser? If you're going to be undercover sawing, I highly recommend the laser. Okay, it's like $999. I think it's a little high, but man, it is nice. I wouldn't have a sawmill without it after having it. But the AccuSet 2, the laser, man, you're going to be set, man. That is a nice setup right there. Very nice setup. 38 horse gas. Don't have to worry about regents. Got the command control. Your cleaner at the end of the day. Yeah, that's a definitely a good investment right there. So, anyways. All right, so we've got a couple of hundred people watching, and for those that are wondering, the super chat is up to $550. Thanks in part to Mr. Joe Godwin in Seattle, who did a super chat of $450. Man, I'll tell you what, my goal is always $100 with these to help pay for cameras and batteries and all that stuff and tripods. I ran over another tripod the other day with my skid steer. But man, that's good, right? That's awesome. Thank you guys a lot. I tell you, that's awesome. What type of music are you into? Anything from classical to bluegrass to Tool sometimes. You know, sometimes I like to listen to Tool, and then I'll put on maybe some, some Stevie Ray Vaughan or something. My goodness. All right, so that's a very unique super chat right there. I'm not going to comment on it, but we will leave it at that. That's the first time I've seen one of those. So, all right. So, Diesel Tech Cody talking about the 38 horsepower gas. Good deal. I seem to run over 3/8 snap-on impacts with the skid steers. Do you have a ham license? I do not. I really got into amateur radio about a year ago, and I bought a bunch of them, but I've kind of pushed it to the side because I've had other things going on. It's very difficult, guys. I have so many different interests, and I get pulled in different directions. And some of them get put on the back burner that I wish didn't, but there's only so many hours in the day. I mean, I work all day up until the night every day. It's 8:20 right now. And when this video's over, I got to run some white oat through the molder for a customer of mine. Then I got to go in the house and edit a video for Tuesday. And then tomorrow, I got to go down to Athens, Tennessee. I'll let you guys in on what's going on tomorrow. I'm going down to Athens, Tennessee tomorrow to get 2 new attachments. One is for the skid steer, and one attachment is for the new tractor. The new tractor did not come Friday. They had a delay at the dealership, but they're supposed to bring it Tuesday. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on right now. It's very busy, but I like being busy because a few years ago I was not busy, and I definitely do not take it for granted at all right now. All right, so there we go. 200 some people watching. Super chats are at 552. Man. Breaking some records tonight, guys. We are breaking some records. I tell you what. I'm only 30 minutes from Athens. Yeah, I hope to be there by 9:30 and hope to be back here by lunch if Knoxville doesn't have a lot of bad traffic. I'm going down to Ironcraft. Ironcraft is an attachment company, and their main facility is down in Athens, Tennessee. So that's where I'm headed tomorrow. Down to see the guys at Ironcraft. Never been there before. Never been there before. All right, we got Doug down in Northwest Arkansas with us tonight. Let me see here. Try not to miss any of these comments. This monitor is just getting kind of slow. Got Cornbread with us there. I'm getting a delay in the monitor, guys. If I miss your comment, look over me. This internet connection down here is getting slow for some reason. I'm not sure why. Not sure why. See Mike in Alabama. All right, so. Or maybe the chat is just slowed down. Who knows? It's one of the two. Have you been able to get the doors on the timber frame? No, sir. Right, that's one of them right there. We're trying to get that double wide on the new property ready for my mother-in-law. She's moving in Tuesday, and I've been putting up trim, working on some electrical stuff over there. I mean, I've worked there all weekend. I was there all day today. Excuse me. So it's been delayed because of that. Excuse me. Tell you what. All right, so we got B&L Woodworks in Sparta. Somebody in New York. I can't see the name right there. It's kind of, my screen is making that little thing again, unfortunately. All right, so Stephen down in West Virginia. Bagwell said there's some great steakhouses in Louisville. Yes, there are some good steakhouses, and I guess we will go eat there come February if things go as planned. I'm hoping to go to that show. I really am. Let me see here. Daryl Bagwell, Ironcraft has some strong attachments. Got a grapple on my skid loader, and that thing is a beast. Well, good deal. That's one of the things I'm getting tomorrow, so that's good to hear. I can't remember what model it is or what model it's called, but it's one of those. So we got Helen with us tonight over in Virginia. Her nephew always goes to the tractor show. Yeah, the one in Louisville is the best one, in my opinion. Hopefully I will be there. How many cows are you going to put on the new property or pigs? I don't know. I got to talk to some people with more knowledge than I have on Dexter cows, and probably 3, maybe. I'm thinking about having a separate place for the pigs on the very back, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. NS Responder from California is with us. Uh, Ford One Buckets. I think they do, but I can't remember. Another super chat there from Tom. Waiting patiently on my oak boards. I know they've been shipped. Yeah, so all the boards have went out of here. They picked up the rest of them yesterday, but I got an email today, and from somebody asking me where their boards were. And right now is the busiest time of year right now for UPS. So, all the boards have shipped, but it may take longer than usual to get your stuff. I don't know. It may take a few days for shipping to be updated because there's a lot going on right now with with everything that's going on. What's your view on spalting and logs? I have a fascination with spalted wood. I'm not, my view. I'm not sure what your question is by that. I think I saw somebody got John with us there. I think John is with us. John Gadden. I think he's with us now. Let me see. What is that? This is making some weird stuff. I look over me here. My monitor's showing stuff and my camera's doing stuff at the same time. I'm having a hard time keep up with this. All right. So, spalted log question. I'm not sure what your question is. Oliver Savage says, hit the like button, everyone. All right. I can hit the like button myself. There we go. I hit it myself. What do you do with the boards with spalting? I sell them to some high-end woodworkers who are always waiting on their local guys. Hello, John. How's it going there? Good to see you, John. Hatefulest cat on YouTube. She's hateful because she don't want us to pet her no more because she's old and hateful. She don't want to be petted. She don't want to be picked up or nothing like that. She'll scratch you and bite you if you pick her up. But she's always with us. Always with us. Or always with me, rather. She's actually over here laying in the floor because she follows me around like a dog. So another super chat there from John, $25. You missed it earlier, John. I know you're just now joining us tonight, but we had a super chat tonight, John, of $450 from Joe Godwin. Biggest super chat we've ever got, $450. But with John's super chat, we're now up to $587. So we're almost $600 for super chats tonight. New record. Now I understand. Yeah, she's hateful, but she is my favorite cat, and she's our oldest cat. We've had her for a long time. You ever looked into everything attachments out in North Carolina? I have, but I don't know. I don't know. I've heard different reviews on their stuff. I've never owned any of them. Man, a bunch of comments jumped up here at the same time, friends, and I may have missed your comments. So I live 12 miles from Evan. Oh yeah, Evan's a great guy. Great guy. One of my friends there. I really like Evan a lot. I saw there he is, the Northern Viking. All right, the Northern Viking is with us. Another longtime supporter of the channel. Talking about the crazy weather. So we missed the hurricanes last weekend, but we got the rain. And today we dodged all the storms from Florida and up the coast. We were supposed to get an inch of rain today. We didn't get nothing but a little bit of a drizzle for about an hour or so. It was really nice. And it's really warm today. It's 8:30 and it's about 55 degrees right now. Yeah, the rain got real close to us and it just kept on going north. But I was glad because we got an inch of rain last Sunday and it's been wet. And I got some red oak and some white oak logs headed to me this week. I need to get those things delivered while it's still dry. So I was glad we missed that rain. That was a lot of rain. My buddy Jake down in Georgia, he got 2 inches today. It'd take us a month to dry out after getting 2 inches. Have you considered borrowing a herd of goats? No, because I like to run my tractor and use my tractor. So I'm looking forward. to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to putting some hours on my tractors back here bush hogging and using my attachments. I enjoy running a tractor. It's just preference, I guess. But goats would be a lot cheaper. I understand what you mean by that. It rained here for 24 hours. It did here last Sunday, nonstop. It's been nice today, really nice. Cloudy but nice. Okay, so your boards will be there tomorrow. Well, good deal. No delays right there. Some people saying their stuff is delayed. You know, UPS, it's Christmas. There's delays, guys. It's hard to get stuff this time of year. I probably should have waited till after Christmas to do that sale for the white oak, but it is what it is. So Mechanic Mike, we'll catch you later there. I think he's out of here. That was Bobby Hickman down in Louisiana. Somebody in Denver is with us as well. Is that Den over in Denver? All right, so we're about done here, friends, because I try to do about 30 minutes, and it's already 8:30, and I got about an hour of work to do down here in the shop before I can go up to the house and call it a day. Been at it all day, all day. We aren't going to get any snow because that's the way it goes. You get something ready for snow, and then it doesn't snow. That's the way it goes every time. Every time. So, all right. So we had a pretty good chat here tonight. So, Mr. Bond, you always ask for a total. So the super chat total tonight there, Mr. Bond, was 587. That's a new record for us, guys. 587. My goodness. Almost broke 600. You guys are awesome. Let me see. 220 some people watching. Good deal. Good deal. So a new video coming out Tuesday, guys, and you're wrong. What's the I'm going to buy Jeff Bond a filet mignon, I guess. That rhymes. Jeff Bond a filet mignon when it comes to Kentucky here in a few months. My goodness. He's going, I tell you what. Next Sunday's Christmas Eve. So I'll probably do a live on Christmas Eve. We don't have any plans, so I'll probably do a live on Christmas Eve more than likely. So the super chats are now up to $612. My goodness, 612, Mr. Bond. Man, I'm gonna owe you one heck of a steak here one day. I tell you what, I'm gonna be required to go to Louisville now. That's a good show, though. The farm show up in Louisville, guys. It's a good show. If you're not going, you should plan on going. It's a great show. I'll be going this year or next year, more than likely. So, anyways, guys, next Sunday is Christmas Eve. Am I right about that? Yeah, Christmas Eve. And I think I'll do a live. I think we'll do a live on Christmas Eve. And if nobody don't want to watch, that's fine. Send me an LT40 donation. So, I'll do a live next Sunday, and we'll see if anybody wants to watch or not. I'll go on here for about half an hour anyways. Mark DeLacy, oh yeah, I talk to Mark all the time. Great guy. Put up the bill and your name up. Tim Fuller will join me on Christmas Eve. Okay, so Tim Fuller, my good buddy in Iowa, retired with Wood, will be with us on Christmas Eve. So there we go. All right, guys, this has been a humdinger. I tell you what, the super chat total was $612. Man, that's the biggest super chat. That's ridiculous right there. You guys are awesome. 357 comes in at the very end and knocks us up to 615. Hello, Richard. How's it going, buddy? Always with the good numbers there from Richard. Where's the world's most hatefulest cat? She's laying right over here on the floor giving me the evil eye. And I do mean the evil eye. Tell you what. So, all right, guys. So, new video Tuesday night. And follow me on Instagram. Go to Instagram and type in Out of the Woods Forestry or Out of the Woods or whatever it's listed at over there. I don't know what it's listed at because I'm going to be putting up pictures tomorrow when I go down to Athens, Tennessee, and I get my 2 new attachments tomorrow from Ironcraft. So make sure you follow me on Instagram if you're or Facebook. Go to Facebook and follow me on there as well. I'll put pictures up on Facebook and Instagram both tomorrow with the new implements, so you guys can see them there. Because I probably won't video much tomorrow because I think it's supposed to rain on the way down. I'm not sure though. So, all right. So, you guys have a good night. I'll see you soon.